Good evening, fellas. See, I should have done this a while ago. Today. The issue was that I was absolutely tired as all get out. So much so I was considering skipping out today, but I did not. We're going to stay consistent. And that is going to help me stay consistent with other things. Okay. Today's 30 minutes is none other than Wisp. Of course, I have assigned on my Wisp because I'm not a freak like some of you. Alright. Anyway. Let's get right to build because I have no Archon shards. Okay. So, why do I have Arcane Battery on you? Why is that a thing? That makes actively no sense. I can do that. That makes sense. Get up to 340. I can actually get up to exactly 400% with Molt Augmented. That's not a terrible thing to do. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to keep. There we go. So this is going to be the build. It's going to actually be very much revolved around Cataclysmic Gate here. Because this thing is actually extremely, really good. Tested out in Halvania. Why do I have 2 fused reservoirs? We're not going to worry about that. So yeah. And then Archon Vitality because it inflicts heat, right? So I get double the heat damage essentially, where I get 2 you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's gonna be the main thing. Of course, an added benefit is going to be having that much. No, never mind. Oh, I'll get significantly more benefit from Bellicose there than I initially thought. Anyway, that doesn't matter. This is gonna be my Fulman build with the Riven. Pretty good. Fulman's just a good weapon. You got my Epitaph. Very much focused on priming over anything else. You got my dual Vices, which are also really good. This stuff is going to remain unchanged. I don't exactly have a reason for having these ones specifically on. I just threw the first ones on there that I got. Same thing with these. Say excuse neither though. That's the intentional pick with the Clone Certus pod because this thing is amazing. You should have a Say Skeezinator in your back pocket as we speak right now. Otherwise, I'm going to find you. Panzer, my Hephaestus, my Panzer Claws. And then my dual with the Sirion in case I decide to use these. With that said, we're going to go over to Jupiter because that is also where you would get. How much longer do I have on this event? 4 I really got it. I'm going to do that tonight. I also got to do. Oh, it's a blueprint? Is it even worth it? It's not to me. Anyway. Defense. I don't think I've done the defense. I did. Oh, I haven't done the survival. Well, I did technically. I did the regular one. But we'll do the defense because I actually have. So the interesting if it's the tile set I'm going to be thinking of whenever I'm going over here. Even though the entire Jupiter shebang got... Yeah, this is actually an old tile set from back in the day. This never changed. This part right here that we're in, even though it looks better, this is an old area. Like, even though I'm like 99.9% sure. speed him up a little bit here. On my dual Vices. Because these things are menaces on the battlefield. If you couldn't already tell by just how quickly that just went down. Just completely shit on them. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful, ain't it? And its range is actually pretty sick. Wisp is just a really good option. You should absolutely get Wisp if you like support. In my opinion, now this is going to probably be one of the hotter takes that I have. I think Wisp is a better support option than Trinity. Specifically because, I mean, you have the haste mode, which increases your attack speed, your fire rate, you get, you know, health per second, increases the amount of health that you have as well, which is extremely good for like my boy Anaros. It's incredible synergy because I get health per second, 101 health per second at least with my build, so that's insane. And then I also to get an additional 1,000 health. So with the build that I have like 13,000 health. It's all very nice. We're gonna use you. Pop down this. Look at that augment just completely decimate things. Just extremely good damn, voice crack. Extremely good augment. And whenever you put down, you know, your 3, that as well, so I can double the range, or how much ever. I think it might be like 15% more range, 50% more range or something. I don't know. All I know is that Wachikaya put the sun at their feet. That was close. But health per second prevents. Be gone. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that, fellas. Look at that. I mean, how fast did I just go through 3 waves? In 4.5 minutes. Like, really good offensively with her buffs, right? It's good. So, let's do something like this. This. Watch the sparks fly a little bit. We're gonna put another. And another. Just because I can. And since our reservoirs are infinite, it like having efficiency doesn't matter, because that's my main survivability is with reservoirs. That's why I like the augment for fused reservoir is so. The penalty of having like 200% more energy cost doesn't matter. All you need to do is cast it once, and you get it the whole time. Like it's some great stuff. Kill these guys. Over here. Slice you up. Bam. Already done with that wave. I honestly think this Wisp is one of my... Whoa, what happened to my wings? Oh, is it because technically I'm in combat now? Interesting. It's funny how they do it for that, but like, for your Scion Donna, it, at least for the really big ones, like the 2025 Tenacon Scion Donna, just completely obscures your vision, just outright. It's time for a proper recast of you. Look at that. And it always is going to take priority of your strongest reservoir. So essentially your old reservoirs were... Actually, don't at me on that. I think that your old reservoirs will inherit the new one's strength. But that only might be whenever they're overlapping like this. Oh, that's interesting. You can cancel immune line in them. I'm gonna do this, just for some insurance. Well, that was a lot more insurance than I was initially anticipating, but hey, game is game. Ow. How far are we at? 8 minutes, almost 9. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna be getting Folly tonight, absolutely. Now I'm gonna be farming her. I'm not gonna buy her, even though I can buy her. I'm gonna farm her because I already have a majority of her stuff, and I think it would just be better if I farmed her. I've farmed all of the new warframes so far. I've gotten Nako, Uriel, and now I'm gonna be getting Folly. Of course, the other ones I didn't have a choice because I didn't have platinum at that point in time whenever they were out. But even though that I have it now, I'm gonna get them the normal way. Why? Because it's just better like that. You know? It's not like I just purchase everything outright. Everything I've farmed quite a bit over the years. Okay, it's not like I'm just like a money whale and fucking just splurge the wallet. Remember, I was a child by the time I started playing, so the money route was not always the option. Back in the day, that used to be like a monumentous occasion. Like I'd get that stuff, you know, for like my birthday or Christmas. Mostly my birthday. And again, the amount of money that I've spent on this game has been over the course of 12 years coming up this year, so I think that's a pretty decent amount of money. There's people who spend the money I've spent over the course of 12 years in like 1 year in this game, okay? So, I don't think, of course, that's a little bit of huff and copium, because I have spent a lot of money in this game, but I do farm things, alright? I do. Please believe me. I say that I farm things. I mean, and there's also things that you can't get without farming. that I have, so, you know. Oh yeah, if you want to know the interaction between the Fulmin and Wisp, the secret little passive that they get whenever you use them together. Check this out. Damn, look how quick that was. That's it. You get like a 50% better swapping speed between modes. I think I'll use this mode for a little bit. It kind of just feels good too. Feels better with Crux as well. Especially with my fire reboot. Okay, it's slightly more powerful now. Do something like this, something like that. Extra damage. There you are. Ah. Oh, you're a dick. You're being a dick to me. I hate you. Blow them up, because now the augment. Again. Get rid of a lot of them. I need you to perish. Whoa, okay. That's intense toxin proc. And you're tanky for some reason. Holy mother mackerel. Not even close.
Continue to defend.
What we at on time? 14 minutes. If all goes well, I could get up to... Let's see. You know, let's use some of these Vapor Specters that I have on hold position. I don't need it, but it is good, cool to have. Gets him even more health per second as well, an additional 30. Top of already what I have. Some damage resistance too, 28% damage resistance to be specific. Actually, doesn't this? Ah, it does. Yeah. Slightly more. Bellicose goes up to 72% power strength, which is why you're seeing it go up not monumentally, but incrementally every time that I cast it. It's not by much, but it does do it. Yeah, survivability is just not an issue on Wisp, like, at all. Of course, I mean, I just put down my Knight as a Spectre, which significantly increases survivability, but, I mean, anybody can have a Knight as a Spectre, not just me. You don't even need it to be Prime, either. Also, speaking of, he's gonna get a little bit of a touch-up, which is gonna be nice. Which makes sense, because considering the fact that 3 of his 4 abilities are completely hinging on stacks, and as cool as that it was back in the day before Steel Path, whenever you would ramp up in difficulty, you'd start out with, like, I don't know, so you did a Fisher, you'd have things at like 60, level 60 or so, and you'd go up from there, so ramping up wasn't an issue. Now with Steel Path, you needed it to be on it from the get-go, which is hard for Nidus because he's a ramping up type warframe. So it makes sense that he's getting a little bit of a touch-up. You know, a warframe that still needs a motherfucking rework, at least 2 of them actually. The Banshee, first and foremost, absolutely needs a rework. Not a touch-up, a rework. And then Limbo as well. How did you just do this? We're gonna get up to here eventually. There we go. Another one. I go up by like 5 health every time that I use it. Excuse you. Dick.
Keep fighting. Another
15, I should still be under, yeah, 10 minutes. It depends on how fast I do this. If it's 25, I'll do up to 18. I'll go up to 18 waves. Alright. There we go. That's what I wanted. You know, some tap. Blah, 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 blah. Straight up, I am not going to lie. I almost said tampon shards. Topaz shards would go hard on Wisp. I don't know why I fucked up that word so bad. Why do they spawn like that, bro? Get down. Ah. I say down here, get up here. What are you walking around for? Why are you being goofy? What are you doing? I don't know if I'm tripping, but I feel like these guys are a lot less tanky than they just were like 2 seconds ago. Kind of disoriented myself there. I wasn't expecting to support. Suddenly my energy economy's going crazy well right now. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Where are you going? Damn. Get out of here. Ah. Okay, well, we're gonna make a last minute executive decision. Ah, beans.
Continue
Well,
to defend.
up to 18.
You will be
Even though we're gonna go a little past our mark here. Okay, my health got pretty annihilated there. It's getting annihilated once again. I'm gonna speed run here. At least hope so. So I'm not going too far above the 30 minutes. We are speedrun a little bit here. Oh, this schmuck. Alright, that's 30 minutes. Oh yeah. That was pretty easy. Of course it's Wisp, but it's like, that's just bound to be easy, right? But, yeah. I didn't go too far above 2 minutes. I was expecting to be more, but, still, because those last few waves were actually really, really fast. Anyway. So, yeah. We got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that too. 1900 kills. And yeah. Next up on the block is going to be Wukong. Very nice. Wukong is going to be using, I guess, the... What other light blades do I have? Oh, I should... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna use the sun and moon. Also going to use... Tetradetron. I don't think I've used my Tetradetron yet, so we're gonna use that for sure. Excuse me. And then, just for old time's sake, we're also gonna use the Wisp Prime. But yeah, that was 30 minutes with Wisp. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow whenever I do 30 minutes with Wukong. Perchance.